His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on his country's Union Pledge Day. In the cable, His Majesty expressed best wishes to His Highness and to the brotherly people of the UAE, praying for their continued progress and prosperity. His Majesty praised the pioneering development journey the UAE is undergoing in various fields, as well as the distinguished standing it has achieved at the regional and international levels, wishing the brotherly nation and its noble people further growth and prosperity under the wise leadership of His Highness. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on the occasion of Union Pledge Day. This day commemorates the historic meeting in 1971 where UAE founder the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan and other Emirates rulers signed the Declaration of the Union and the UAE Constitution while announcing the official name of the United Arab Emirates. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister sent similar cables to His Highness the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and His Highness Vice President, Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Presidential Court of the UAE Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The General Command of the Bahrain Defense Force announced that Iran continues a systematic hostile approach through its treacherous attacks targeting civilians in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The General Command stated that with firm resolve and a high state of combat readiness, the Bahrain Defense Force air defense systems successfully intercepted and destroyed a number of treacherous Iranian aerial attacks. The General Command affirmed that all its formations and units remain at the highest levels of readiness and full alert to protect the kingdom. It also urged the public to exercise caution, avoid approaching any unfamiliar or suspicious objects resulting from the treacherous Iranian attacks, and report them immediately. The General Command further affirmed that personnel of the Royal Field Engineering Unit remain fully alert to safely deal with such objects, ensuring the safety of all citizens and residents. It stressed that the deliberate use of missiles and drones to target civilians and private property constitute a flagrant violation of international humanitarian law. The General Command of the Bahrain Defense Force also expressed its pride and appreciation for the advanced combat readiness and high vigilance demonstrated by its personnel in carrying out their sacred duty to defend the nation. The King Hamad Global Center for Coexistence and Tolerance launched the second edition of the King Hamad Leadership and Coexistence Program, organized in partnership with Faith Leadership and the 1928 Institute affiliated with the University of Oxford. The Transportation and Telecommunications Minister and the KGC Board of Trustees Chairman Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa said that Bahrain has established its position as a leading model in respecting religious and cultural diversity, empowering youth, and strengthening their role in promoting a culture of peace, mutual understanding, and dialogue among civilizations. He added that this progress is guided by the vision of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to advance the values of coexistence and tolerance among civilizations, cultures, and religions. He noted that the participation of several graduates of the program's first edition who completed the train-to-trainer track in delivering a number of the training sessions reflects the program's continued success in developing sustainable leadership capabilities and facilitating the transfer of knowledge and expertise to new generations. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed reaffirmed the KGC's commitment to promoting a culture of peace, dialogue, and mutual respect, investing in youth and equipping them with the skills and knowledge required to ensure the sustainability of these values and expand their impact across institutions and societies through sustainable policies and practices. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Ramehi, participated in the interactive multi-stakeholder dialogue sessions held as part of the high-level meeting on the midterm review of the implementation of the new urban agenda at the UN headquarters in New York. She participated in 2 interactive dialogues during which she reviewed Bahrain's experience in developing housing programs, modernizing the housing finance system, and strengthening partnerships with the private sector. Al-Ramehi also discussed Bahrain's approach to developing its housing services and programs by providing diverse housing solutions for home ownership alongside the development of housing finance programs. She addressed the kingdom's efforts to improve the quality of the government services related to the housing sector and highlighted Bahrain's experience in developing the housing finance system and flexible financing programs that provide citizens with a wider range of options. Al-Ramehi also reviewed the government land development program, which has maximized the use of government land, enabled property developers to implement integrated housing projects that meet quality and sustainability standards. On the sidelines of the meeting, Housing and Urban Planning Minister Amna Ramehi held a bilateral meeting with the UN Human Settlements Program Executive Director Anna Claudia Rosbach. They discussed prospects for expanding technical cooperation between Bahrain and the program, drawing on international expertise in the fields of urban planning, housing policy development, and the promotion of innovation in urban development, as well as exploring opportunities to implement joint programs in the areas of capacity building, knowledge sharing, and support for initiatives that promote sustainable cities and quality of life. During the meeting, the minister emphasized that Bahrain attaches great importance to strengthening cooperation with international organizations and sisterly and friendly nations, based on its belief in the exchange of expertise, the development of partnerships, and learning from successful international experiences. The minister also held a meeting with the Minister of Housing and Local Government of Malaysia, Naja Kurming, during which the two sides reviewed bilateral relations in the fields of housing and urban planning, in addition to exploring opportunities for cooperation and exchanging expertise on the development of housing programs, financing models, partnerships with the private sector, leveraging modern technologies and digital transformation in the development of government services, as well as discussing opportunities for cooperation and sharing successful experiences in the development of sustainable urban communities. Labor market indicators for the second quarter of 2026 showed the progress made towards the 2 annual targets for employment and training as part of the implementation of the 2023-2026 labor market plan. In this regard, the cabinet announced that 43% of the annual target had been achieved, with the employment of 25,000 Bahrainis per year, whilst 33% of the annual target relating to 10,000 Bahrainis entering the labor market for the first time had been achieved. The indicators showed progress towards achieving the annual targets, with 43% of the target to employ 25,000 Bahrainis during the year having been achieved, whilst 33% of the target to bring 10,000 new Bahrainis into the labor market has been met. These results reflect the government's ongoing efforts to provide employment opportunities and promote the integration of national talent across various sectors. Bahrain International Airports recorded a significant increase in the passenger and aircraft traffic during the first 5 months of 2026. We have more details in this report.
Bahrain International Airport continues to record strong growth in passenger and air traffic, handling more than 2.2 million passengers and nearly 21,000 aircraft movements during the first 5 months of 2026. According to figures published by the Bahrain Open Data Portal, the airport recorded 8,805 aircraft movements and welcomed 933,299 passengers in January. The figures reflect growth in travel demand and reinforce Bahrain International Airport's position as a leading regional aviation hub. Supported by modern infrastructure and advanced passenger services, the airport continues to strengthen Bahrain's regional and international air connectivity, contributing to the kingdom's economic growth and the continued recovery of the aviation sector.